All right. So, my dear fellow listeners and viewers, in this video, I basically would like to encourage you to invest in yourself. So, when I talk about investing in yourself, I'm not talking about, saving up $1 million, Canadian dollars, that is, and kind of, do things along that line in terms of just grabbing all the material things. Not necessarily that. What I'm saying is, you really want to make your life productive, right? When you wake up in the morning, you really want to kind of set some mini goals for yourself. You will hear me talk more about goals and goal planning and all of that because it is important. Because the bottom line is, if we don't set goals in life, we wouldn't achieve anything, right? It will be just as if we are sitting in a rocking chair like I'm right now. It's moving, but it's not taking us anywhere, right? So kind of think of it that way. So basically, setting goals can be things like having any sort of plan, something that works for us, right? But we cannot live our life just for the sake of living, right? Because life will be very boring. And speaking of boring, it can also be a burden as well, too, right? We want to make sure that we are very productive. So basically, when we wake up in the morning, we have to ask ourselves, what is it that we would like to do with our life today, right? And at the end of the day, you want to ask yourself another question, right? What have I accomplished today? So basically, what you're doing, you are setting goals, but you're also reflecting back to see if you're getting anywhere or not, right? Because obviously, things wouldn't always go as planned, right? Sometimes we plan something and something comes in a way, some sort of stumbling blocks. We have to start all over again. We might be discouraged, all of that. So goals doesn't always have to be a huge big thing. It doesn't always have to be a 4-year degree. It doesn't always have to be buying a big house and all of that. It can be small little things in life, right? It can be just a matter of, finding meaningful work, right? Our goal could be finding meaningful work, right? And things of that kind. But living for no purpose um, can be very damaging for you. It can be, in simple terms, it can be very stressful, right? Because you're just waking up and not knowing, how you're going to spend your day. You don't have a plan in place, right? Keep in mind, a plan is a little bit of a guide, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that everything will go as planned. Things, it doesn't happen that way. But when you have a plan in place, you can always adjust and do things accordingly. But very important, investing in yourself, because at the end of the day, if we don't invest in ourselves, things will be very difficult for us as we get older because who will invest for us, right? We are all responsible for ourselves, basically. That's the bottom line. And if we do a little bit of extra pieces too, well, that's great too, right? For friends, family, for the community, and so on. But definitely, um, if we plan our life right, we can be stress free, right? As long as you are doing what's best for you, as long as you're doing things that's not harming, community and harming people and so on, you are on the right track, right? But you just cannot live for the sake of living and don't have anything in place. You are going to hear me talk about this more because what we are doing here, we are passing our knowledge to other people because we know if people are not doing anything, if they don't have a plan in place, if they don't have the motivation and so forth, um, you know, the right kind of motivation, that is, because I believe that everybody has motivation. It's just that their motivation might be different than us, so to speak, right? Um, if people don't have the motivation, if they don't do anything, they wouldn't really get anywhere, and that's going to be troublesome, right? So I hope that you find this video fruitful. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. My name is Narayan Datsukram. Wishing you a great today and even better tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.